Celebrate good times, come on. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm Kathleen of the Allergy Chef, and I'm going to help you understand how to make a kid's party fun, how to attend a party, how to throw a party, whatever you want to call it. Let's dive in. First big tip. So tip number 1, communication. In fact, communication is like the blanket that covers all things food allergies, because without it, you can't really get very far. In the case of communicating where a party is concerned, first off, talk to the host. Make sure you understand which foods will be served at the party so that you can bring something that's comparable. Bringing the items that are comparable, that's the best way to go. Let's say the host is serving pizza and you make your kid eat a salad. They will feel so excluded. It doesn't matter that they're sitting in the room and that they're at the party. What matters is that their food doesn't look like everyone else's. It needs to look as close as possible, okay? Within reason. So keep that in mind. If the host offers to purchase foods, because they're like, no, we really want to host and take care of everyone, which is really sweet, send them like a text message with a picture of the box and the current label and say, these are 3 things you could purchase and my child can eat safely at your home, and just make sure it's put in a separate bowl just for them. Simple. Problem solved. And it reduces the amount of stress on the host, because the number one thing people are always afraid of is they're going to mess up. So by sending them exactly what they need to see, and they can go to the store and look and compare and make sure it's all the same, it works out beautifully. Tip number 2. Know your limits. If you feel that it's too dangerous for your child to attend while there's food, see if you can have the host contact you when the food has been put away and all the kids wash their hands, and then you and your child will show up. This means arriving after food has been served and cleaned up. However, in some cases, the party is a little bit too dangerous for, say, a 2-year-old, right? Because it's like preschool. Somebody turns their head, and the next thing you know, right behind you, boom, an accident happens, okay? In those cases, you will have to be the host. I promise you're going to be exhausted, but I can also promise you won't regret it. We were solid hosts, like for 5 straight years. We threw parties almost every month, and that was like a whole thing. The jumpers, the stories I could tell you guys. I don't regret any of it. It was exhausting, and a lot of cleaning, because I'm like really into that whole, clean house thing. But our kids were always safe. Didn't have to worry about so many different things. Now, if you choose to be the host and you determine that a food-free party is number 1, the best thing for your budget, and number 2, still the safest option, the best time to have your party, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. People have already had lunch and they don't expect dinner. That's right, I've done that quite a few times actually. Tip number 3. Make sure you have treats available for your child. Let's say the host says, we're gonna have these 10 foods available. Bring those 10 for your child, but also bring like a little stash of candies, gum, even if it's like a non-food toy, whatever. That way, if there's a goodie bag, you can immediately trade with your child. Be like, whoa, that's so cool. Tell you what, I'll give you this one if you give me that one. Give them a trade. Or other parents may have brought some candies or treats or things that weren't expected. Just be prepared with them. Even if it means your child doesn't eat them. Okay, that's the worst case scenario. You take it home, you put it back in the treat box, and then it's there when you need it. Tip number 4. Depending on the age of your child, have a special shirt made for them that clearly states, food allergies do not serve me. Something of that nature. Bold, and in some cases you need to put it on the front and the back. This is especially true if you're going to a party where, like aunts and grandmas are there who love to feed kids. You know the type I'm talking about. Make sure there's a clear shirt on your child. Do not feed me. And also make sure your child has a medical alert bracelet in case something happens and you're not in the room. People are like, what just happened? And there's your kid's bracelet. Tip number 5. If your child is not able to fully advocate for themselves yet, stick around at the party. Hang back, offer to help the host where you can. Like, you don't want to be super hovery, right? You want kids to build independence and be on their own. But be there just in case so that you can keep an eye out. And make sure no one accidentally feeds your child something, because at younger ages, kids love to share with one another. They just do. That's in their giving nature. But sometimes that giving nature might be a problem for your child. Now, on one last note, if you need good recipes, definitely check out Ray's. We have cake recipes, cookie recipes, pizza recipes, all things party foods that kids will absolutely love. Because let's be honest, if you take your kid to a party and they have food they don't like, it's not really a party now, is it? You know what else I want to tell you? Like Julia Child says, a party without a cake is just a meeting. So make sure you have good cake on hand. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you love these tips, and I hope you guys have a fabulous time at your next party. Hey, thanks for watching. Make sure you guys leave us a comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell.